Hi guys and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm here with my update for my Panda palette. So let's just jump straight into it, and I'm going to insert the picture of where I was last month. And this is where I am today. So as you can see, I did manage to hit pan on my gold shadow. So let's just go through every shade one by one. So the first shade I have here is Bare, which is the light cream shade in the palette, and I definitely expanded the pan on this shade, and I was able to hit side pan on that shade as well, which is really exciting. I'm using that shade every single day and it has lasted me for a long time, but I'm working away on it, and I definitely feel like I will be able to use that up before the end of the year. I can't really say anything else about it since I use it every single day and I think I have pretty consistent usage. Next to Bare we have the shade Kitten, and Kitten is the champagne shade in the palette, and I honestly haven't used that shade that much over the last month. I'm not sure if you will be able to see any massive difference in the clips, because I only used that a handful of times as an inner corner highlight this month. I've been focusing a bit more on Bubbly, which I will get to in a second. I definitely feel like I will start using that more again once I get a bit paler, because I feel like Bubbly has suited me way better now when I've been a bit more tan during the summer. The third shade in the palette is Bliss, which is my transition shade of choice, and I've definitely expanded the pan on this one as well, and I was again able to hit side pan, which is really exciting. I'm working away on that one as well, and I'm using it every single day, so yeah, I'm doing my best at it, and it is a very hard pressed shadow, but I definitely feel like I will be able to use it up before the end of the year as well. Next to Bliss we have the shade Sunset, which is the shade that I'm wearing all over my lids today. I really love this shade, and I think it's perfect for summer, so I've actually started using that a bit more, especially during the last week, and hopefully you will be able to see a bit of difference in the clips. I haven't quite been able to hit side pan on that shade, but I'm getting there, and like I said, I definitely feel like I expanded the pan on that shade. So the last shade on the first row is the shade Sandstone, and I only used this shade a handful of times. I haven't really been feeling those darker like eyes recently, so I honestly haven't used that shade that much over the last month. And this is one shade that I'm kind of worried about not finishing before the year, because just like Bliss, this shade is very hardly pressed, and yeah, just hitting pan took me ages, and I'm not sure if I will be able to use it up. I don't think I will be. But I'm gonna continue working away on it, and hopefully I will be able to expand the pan as well as do some damage to it before the year is up. So on the second row, like I mentioned, we have the shade Bubbly, and I've been using this quite a bit as well. I'm wearing it on my inner corners today, and I really love that shade. I actually think this will be the first shade that I finish up. I'm not sure if I want to focus in on it over the next month, because I kind of want to save this for Christmas time, because I really enjoy wearing golds over Christmas, but it would be nice to use it up. I don't think I will be able to use it up over the next month, but I definitely feel like if I focus in on it, it will be gone quite soon. I really love that shade, and yeah, I definitely feel like I will be able to use that up pretty soon. Next up we have the shade Gilded Gold. This is a shade that I haven't used more than a handful of times as well. I don't think you will be able to see any difference in the clips. I definitely want to focus in on that shade more over the next month, but I've been focusing on different shades in the palette for this month, so I don't think you will be able to see much of a difference, but it is a beautiful shade. I just haven't focused in on it over the last month. Next in the palette we have the shade Luster, and this is probably my least favorite shade in the palette, and I honestly haven't touched it over the last month. I definitely given up on using that up. Like I said, I don't really like that shade, and I don't want to force myself to use it, so I probably will just leave it and perhaps use it only a couple of times. But I definitely don't want to focus on using that up, because I know that it will be quite hard and I just don't enjoy the shade. I will keep it in the palette until I declutter this or use it up, but I definitely don't feel like I will be able to use that up, and yeah, I'm just gonna leave that in the palette. Next up though, we have the shade Night Sky, which I talked about before that I didn't really like or I didn't know how to use it. But over the last month I definitely found ways to use it. I love pairing this with purple looks, which you've probably seen in quite a few videos over the last month. And as you can see, I was able to hit pan, which was my goal, and I'm super excited about that, because I never thought that I would be able to hit pan on that shade, because I didn't really know how to use it. Now I actually quite enjoy it, and I definitely feel like I will be able to expand the pan over the next month. And then the last shade in the palette is Ebony, which is just a matte black. Similarly to Sandstone, I am not sure if I will be able to use this up. A matte black is a staple in any collection, so I definitely have ways to use it, but it's just that when I use it I use such a low amount, so I'm not sure I will be able to use that up, but I'm gonna continue working on it. So that is the update for the palette. Let's just move on to my goals for next month. My goal for next month is definitely to hit side pan on Sunset. I was thinking about setting a goal of finishing up one of the corners, but I'm not sure if I want to focus in on one shade that much over the next month, because I did focus in quite a lot of Night Sky, so I don't want to be stuck with using the same shadow all month. So I'm just gonna set the goal of hitting side pan on on Sunset. And then I also actually want to hit side pan on Gilded Gold, which I think I will be able to if I focus in on it. Like I said, I haven't really touched that shade over the last month, but I definitely feel like I want to go more into those browns again, especially since I focused so much on Night Sky over the last month. So those were my goals for next month. I really hope you enjoyed this video, and let me know how you're doing with your pan palette this year. I feel like I'm doing pretty well. I'm kind of realizing that I will not realistically use up all the shade, but I definitely feel like I will be able to use up the majority of the palette, which I'm really excited about, and I feel like I'm on track. So that was actually all for this update. I really hope you enjoyed it, and give it a thumbs up if you did. And other than that, I will talk to you in my next video. Bye guys!